This was a session that was pretty taxing for the dog. We were working on close passes with the fake dog and the handler. The handler that is currently working with this dog, this was their first session with this new concept. And so they were really good at reading the dog's behavior and advocating for the dog, but not so experienced with the structure of making choices. The person that was holding the camera actually had been working the dog in multiple sessions over the last few weeks, and we'd seen a number of times where the dog opted to go back to the building and go right back inside, and was very clear with that behavior, would lead right back to the door, and then when they got to the door would press their nose up against the door. And so the indications were incredibly clear, and we'd seen them a number of times. And so here at the beginning, the handler notices that the dog is starting to feel tired. They note some of the body language. And so I basically suggest, let's go ask. Let's go see what's going on.
She's looking pretty tired now, though. Like, I can see the wrinkles in her forehead and stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So she might be ready to call it quits pretty soon.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Whenever she's ready. She's pretty good about telling us when she wants to go back into the apartment and she's done. So when we get over to that side, we'll ask her and see what she wants to do.
And so from there, we basically lead back. And she's doing a little bit of trying to investigate here. Here we go. Now on the way back, as we approach the door, I suggest that they go up those 2 steps, they get onto that platform there. And then from there, they can decide what the next steps are. And so at first we see her actually turn around and face back this way, and she looks repeatedly back at the dog, back up at the handler. And now this handler had played some engage, disengage with this dog for a long time, so this dog does have that preconditioned, but she's been really good about indicating where she would like to go by facing her body in different directions. You'll see that in other videos throughout this course. And so as they get up, the handler is wanting to show me the wrinkles on her forehead, is kind of messing with their phone, trying to get the camera working, and misses some of these signals that the dog actually would like to go back for another approach and pass. And so we see that looking back and forth, and then we see scanning a little bit, but facing towards those stairs was pretty clear. At that point, I thought maybe she had seen something in the distance, so we took note of that. She looked back at the dog, and the messing with the phone went on for a little while, and so she continued to face this way. She did some great looks towards the fake dog, and she did some great eye contact plus remaining forward, which are those requests to start movement, but those were missed. That's normal. We're looking at something else. And so she persisted. And so usually by this point, this was another really good one where she started to look up, couldn't make eye contact, actually shifted feet a little bit, and then came back to facing towards the stairs. So this dog, historically, when we got into this point, if she wanted to go inside, would go right to the door, which is on the right behind them, but is actively avoiding the doors, actually at the furthest point away from the door that she could possibly be. And so in a minute here, when we finally give up on the phone, I ask the handler to turn towards the door and sort of indicate with a question by facing their body in a different direction and see if the dog wants to follow them in that direction. So just facing a certain way gives us a way of articulating to the dog, I'm intending to go this way. Do you want to follow me? And they can make choices from there. And when we allow them to opt out of following as well, we get some information. And so right here, he goes to start turning, and we see her turn her body back, but face opposite the door. She's being very clear, no, I don't want to go towards that. And then she actually does come in front of the handler as if she's going to come towards the door, because that was missed. And then coming in front, gives great eye contact, and then turns back around and heads towards these stairs. It was a very clear, no, I actually want to go back out. I'd like to go back out that way. And so we've got avoidance of the door. We've got coming in, making great eye contact, and showing with her body exactly where she would like to go and turning that handler around. So very clear indications. Even coming back this way, we see her glance back and make sure he's following, really getting the picture as we come back forward. and really maintaining that engagement in order to continue to get him moving with her, which is really nice. That's what we want to see, is thoughtful actions where they're getting what they want, where it's confirmed that we're